Hi, my name is Molly Maynard. I'm an attorney at Pisgah Legal Services on our homelessness prevention team and on our consumer protection team. And I've been doing this work at Pisgah Legal for about 8 years now. I'm recording today to talk to you about some of the consumer scams that we're seeing in the wake of the coronavirus and everything that's going on in the community right now, because we want to make sure that people in the community are aware of this so they can protect themselves and their families and loved ones and neighbors, as some unscrupulous people try to target vulnerable folks and people who are scared and desperate in these kinds of situations. We've always seen these kinds of scammers come out of the woodwork when scary things are happening in the world. And we know that around the state and around the world, people are seeing this right now. So we wanted to tell y'all what we're seeing so that you can be aware of it. One of the saddest and most insidious versions of this that we're seeing right now are scammers who are trying to sell miracle cures or tests for the virus, cleaning supplies, that kind of thing to people. Some of this is going on by phone, on the internet, and some of it's even happening door to door around the state. That, of course, presents real safety concerns, especially as everybody's home by themselves right now. And you can just know that if somebody comes trying to sell you something like that, it is almost certainly not legitimate. There are no miracle cures. There are no private tests out there that are being sold. And if they were, they certainly wouldn't be sold that way door to door. So if you are approached by someone trying to do that, the best thing to do is probably to call law enforcement. You can call the Attorney General's office to report that that's going on, and just know to protect yourself and your loved ones from those kinds of unscrupulous folks. We're also seeing an increase in things like robocalls and phishing, where people are trying to get your private information to take advantage of that and steal your money or your identity. Often this comes in the form of people who are claiming to be from Social Security or Medicaid or Medicare, maybe your health insurance company or credit card, and they ask you to use your private information to verify your account. So they might ask for your Social Security number or your date of birth. If somebody calls from any of those kinds of institutions asking for those things, don't give them that information. If they call and give you a number to call or a link to go to online, don't use that information that they ask you to. If you're concerned that it might be real, you can always go to the IRS website or your credit card's website. You can use the information that you already have to contact Social Security or Medicaid or Medicare. There's usually contact information on your card. And that way you know that you're contacting them at a known legitimate number, as opposed to a number that a scammer might ask you to call. So just be very wary about giving out that information. Benefits are not being terminated right now unless you ask for them to be terminated. So that is federal benefits like Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. So if somebody calls saying that that's going on, they're probably trying to take advantage of the situation. And then finally, one thing that we know we will start to see are things like foreclosure rescue scams. We saw that in the foreclosure crisis of 2008. And we know that those same scammers are going to come out of the woodwork now, trying to take advantage of people who are scared and facing financial hardships. And folks will say that, if you send them your mortgage payments, for example, that maybe they can help negotiate some relief for your mortgage or help you take advantage of some new federal loan program or something along those lines. If folks contact you saying those things, it is almost certainly a scam. And I would really recommend that you seek out reputable legal counsel or reputable financial counseling from a known local agency like Pisgah Legal Services. Attorneys in the private bar, On Track of Western North Carolina are all good, reputable sources who can help you navigate that if you are facing foreclosure or even just concerned about it. But folks, scammers like this, they really do take advantage of people who are scared and have limited resources, and sometimes they can even push people into foreclosure, which is just really tragic that people are taking advantage of like this. We see that most people really want to help, but there are those bad actors who come out in these situations. And we want to make sure that you and everyone in our community is aware of that and can protect themselves and each other. Thank you so much for your time. Everybody stay safe out there and contact Pisgah Legal Services if we can be of assistance.